Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is Tanya, and today we are talking about the full moon happening in Aquarius on August 3rd, which is a Monday, 2020. This is going to be happening at 11 degrees Aquarius. So if you are an Aquarius ascendant, sun, or moon, and you have especially your ascendant sun or moon at around, give or take, like I would say 5 degrees from 11 degrees Aquarius, then let me tell you, this full moon is going to be rocking awesome and intense, especially for you. Because, check it out, anybody, Aquarius's ruling planet in modern astrology is Uranus, and Uranus is actually at the apex of a T square, exactly engaged at the time of this full moon. So Uranus is over here in Taurus, and I'm going to translate this for people who don't, speak fluent astrology yet. But, Uranus is over here in Taurus, and basically it's making a 90-degree angle. That's a hard aspect, aka a square, to both the sun over in Leo and the moon over in Aquarius, okay? So it forms like a red triangle in the chart, which if you know, great, but if you don't know, a T-square is basically asking us to balance points that don't necessarily see each other or get each other. It's kind of like, those cousins you have where it's like some cousins, they're just on the same wavelength, and other cousins are just like, they're totally different people. It's as if they incarnated on a different planet. This is like reconcile, like get together, y'all are family, you need to work it out and use the apex point and whatever's opposing it as the referee to kind of like bring that peace and harmony forward through all the different points, okay? So we'll talk more about it, but before I do, if you subscribe with this whole concept of WizdomDropz, then subscribe on the YouTube platform, because we're building tribe. I'm looking to gain a community here, to grow a community. In order for that to happen, we must subscribe and hit the bell button, etc., etc. Also, I am extending the deadline for my astrology course, which I am very excited to launch in August. I don't exactly know when in August we're going to start, but it's a 3-month program. I want a couple more people to join us. It's a small group, but I like it that way because it's going to be really personalized and help us understand astrology at a deeper level. Basically, you're going to walk away from that 3-month intensive training program with me feeling like an astrology superhero who can look at anything and just be like, oh, I get it. Moving on now, let me translate it, That's what I want to offer you. That's what you're going to walk away with. You're going to be like a wizard by the end, just like Expelliarmus, very much so, like that. Now, let's get into more of the juicy details, shall we, about what's happening under this full moon in Aquarius. As I said, that T-square is really intense, and Uranus is at the apex of that, so Uranus is making a hard aspect to the sun and the moon. You can expect the unexpected under the influence of this new moon. That's for a 1-month duration, y'all. Especially though over the next 2 weeks, we're gonna have an intense, just like random things happening, shocking things, surprising things. Uranus rules electricity. If you are a person who works with electricity, or even just anybody using the light switch in your home, please be careful. Please use caution. Don't this is not the time to be lackadaisical about yeah, let me switch that electrical switch with my wet hand, because you're gonna be like and then it's gonna be like, oh shit, that was seriouser than I thought. So just be careful around electricity. Be careful around anything like putting yourself in more risky than necessary environments or circumstances, because if you do, you could reap some seriously not groovy results, okay? The other thing I want to bring to your attention is that there's a second T-square under this full moon. It's by far less exact degrees, but it's still very significant, and in my humble opinion, very much so worthy of talking about. It's engaging Mercury with Saturn and Mars. Mars is at the apex of that in Aries. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, Mercury across the sky from Saturn, this is like serious communications. This is contracts. Contracts could be ending right now. You could be pulling out of contract negotiations right now. You could have conflicts with authority right now, or be going up against the system in some way right now with this type of energy. Very much so. That's definitely a possibility for how this energy can manifest. Also, older people. Mercury's communications, deals, contracts, travel events, okay? Saturn is authority structures and governments and larger bodies and institutions. Anything with authority, an elder or like that institution kind of like authority, okay? So be aware of that, especially because there's a 90-degree angle, a hard hard aspect, a square being made to Mars. Mars is the planet of fighting and action. So Mars is squaring Mercury and Mars is squaring Saturn. You know, this is an intense full moon. It's not the most cushy, like, sit in the bubble bath kind of full moon. You might want to do that and need to do that because it's going to help you chill the F out under this energy, which if that's you, congratulations, definitely go for that. I encourage everybody to be on their stress management, and stress management, let me just tell you, under this full moon looks very physical. It looks very much so like go on a run. Go on a run. If you're a person who goes on a run, please go on a run under this energy. For the next month even, you might feel just like the added aggression. You know what this is like? This full moon is exactly like a soda bottle. You know when you shake up a soda bottle and then it's like, you know, it's just it explodes. That's what this is like. So if you're feeling the pressure, don't take it out on people with your words. Mercury square Mars. Don't take it out on cussing out the authority figure in your life. I mean, you could, but I don't know how constructive that's ultimately going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because Mercury is like, it's in Cancer, and Saturn is in a much stronger sign for Saturn of Capricorn. So generally speaking, between that aspect, the power is going to be with Saturnian figures. I suggest you take it out physically, and that's a really great way under this new moon, full moon energy, because you have so much Mars energy, so much Saturn energy, and really the good way, the constructive way to channel that. Yeah, you can channel it through, you know, constructive forms of criticism and respectful communications with that Mercury opposing Saturn, but more than anything, go ahead and be physical about it. Go on a run, do some yoga, you know, take your doggy on a walk, like do anything that's very physical that's going to get you out there and just like let some of that energy that's, you know, pressure cooking in our consciousness, in our collective field, and in the heavens and in our everyday lives, give it a channel that's constructive. That's my suggestions for you, okay? I don't want to make this video too long, so subscribe if you vibe, because we's built in tribe. And with that said, my friend, through next time, and until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.